Hey guys, so it's been about 5 minutes since we did a video on the Corvette. It's really been closer to 3 months, but you know how time flies. So yeah, we haven't done a lot of follow-ups on the Corvette really for some time. In the last video, it got up to a certain point where we took it over to Melbourne for Mitch at MACKIELEC to sort out all the wiring and get the next part of it happening, so we get the car ready for hard ass. Well, mate, it's hard ass 1000 is done, dusted, is gone. You know, we are now June, so we're a long way behind. So when we realised that we weren't going to make hard ass, the car didn't stop, but it just got pushed to the side a little bit. We got quite busy with a few new products and the likes going on, so we just disregarded the car for a little bit. But at the moment, we're sort of back into it. And look, it's actually nearly done. So we're going to start off in a sec with the follow-up from Mitch at MACKIELEC and what they did and the products that we've used. And then we're going to go into sort of where the car sits now. You'll be able to see it over my shoulder and you'll be able to see it's nearly done. But yeah, we'll go into sort of what it is now shortly. And then we'll see where it is, see where the video ends up. It may end up with the car being finished, or it may end up with another part to go after this, but we'll check that out in a minute. But anyway, so stay tuned, and here we go. Enjoy. Hey guys, here with the Corvette and Mitch from MACKIELEC.
How are we all?
Mitch has done a wonderful job. Today's the 26th of February, so literally 1 week ago.
Yeah. I
dropped this off to you, mate.
It's testament to how easy this Rebel was to put in.
I know. So
it took us a lot shorter than we originally planned.
Haltech and Rebel, wow, that's made life really easy.
It really has. Really has.
So because of that, Mitch has been able to smash it out of the park. This is a tester unit, so we've been quite lucky there.
Yeah. So obviously, Jace has done a lot with Haltech, and we do Haltech's almost 2 a month. So they were happy to sort of send us a unit to test out, and we're going to give them a little bit of feedback too. And honestly, there's not a lot of feedback we have to give because it was so easy to put in. Yeah. The loom, like all the lengths and stuff. Because the biggest thing with putting pre-terminated looms in cars and things that are off the shelf ready to go is 9 times out of 10 none of the lengths really work with your setup.
That's right.
And stuff like that. But honestly, like they give you plenty of length on things, and the things that they give you length on aren't too long, so you don't have to coil up 4 meters of wire.
Exactly.
Like it's really well
set. And I guess because it is based on conversions, to have all of that, everything's in a different spot for just about every car.
Exactly right. And
it's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And like we were lucky to put the ECU in the engine bay on this. It's a grouse way to sort of display it. But obviously makes it a lot easier. But for cars that are very space poor under the engine bay, you can chuck them in the cab under the firewall, things like that.
Wherever we need.
Yeah, exactly right. So I was really happy with it. It was so easy to put in. We are Barra boys down here, but the Rebel LS has made us love the LSs just that little bit more.
Makes a whole lot that much easier.
It does.
It does. When I dropped this off, I said on camera that you weren't very happy because the job had gone from, it's not too bad, to, oh man.
Yeah.
Now you've done that, your attitude's changed.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not a big fanboy of stock computers. Like, they've got their place and they do well in certain applications, but for the time and effort that you put into a standalone loom, if you've got to pay someone or a day or half a day to make an OEM loom a standalone loom, and then you compare the labour that you've already paid, plus you've got to install that loom, you're sort of in the ballpark of these Rebels.
Well, I guess that's the thing. Originally we were talking a couple of weeks the car would be here.
Yep.
It's been a week today.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm taking it away with me.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't know when you got the ECU and loom, but I don't reckon it would have been into Wednesday or Thursday?
I got that ECU loom Thursday.
Yeah,
I got it Thursday.
And it says a lot.
Exactly right. And we do heaps of these Haltechs. So I'm very well versed on how they work, and I was pretty efficient and all. But in all honesty, if someone had absolutely no idea what they're doing, every single wire is labelled, every single plug works. It's so I don't want to say it, but it's so idiot proof in a way that you know, anyone can give it a shot, and I promise you, you can't stop anything. It's really, really well.
Well, that's what Haltech
out.
said they wanted to do with this.
Exactly right,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
So yeah, and it's good because it's got it all the onboard power too. So they've kept the style of their VCUs, what they call VCUs. So it's got, you know, all your thermo fans, fuel pumps, coil power, ignition power. It's all done through the actual Rebel itself. Yep. You don't have to run relays and fuses and stuff like that. So
easy.
Too easy. They've done a really, really good job, and I'm stoked with it. It's come up really, really well.
And it does, mate. You've done an amazing job. It's neat, it's clean. Having the terminated loom just keeps everything tidy.
Everything's braided. It looks
awesome.
neat. You know, the braid just ties in so well with the, you know, hiding things. You know, when things are taped up, they tend to stick out like sore thumbs. So the braid just makes it look that little bit more professional, and it makes it look like we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, you do. Proof.
Yeah, that's it. We had it all the other thing too is the wizard that they give you with these.
You were talking about that.
They've spent so much time on this. I guess they call it a wizard, and you literally just pick and choose what your setup has, what injectors, you know, things like that.
Manual auto,
exactly
whatever.
Right.
Yep.
And you can literally set up an entire car yourself, virtually without a tuner if you wanted to. Obviously, we definitely recommend getting a tuner to plug in and just to confirm everything. But again, they've just made it so easy, and it's a really, really good setup.
Sensational.
So very happy.
So guys, Rebel LS for all your conversions. Make sure you check it out, and check Mitch out as well, because he does some good stuff. Another thing too
I wanted to mention is the OEM integration you're able to achieve with these units too. So this is a 1990 C4 Corvette, and we've managed to get the stock digital dash to work. So all the speedo, all the tacho, all that sort of stuff works with their Rebel, because the Rebel has the ability to output speedo, has the ability to output tacho. All that sort of stuff. We've put a little can gauge on this one too, so not very intrusive. The IC7's great, and what's coming, the UC10 is going to be great. But being such a nice period, in a way, period correct car, aside from the engine, obviously, we didn't want to go too invasive in the in the cluster area. So nice little can gauge in there. So no, it's really good. And as I said, the OEM integration, we've integrated all the digital climate control, so the air conditioner and everything works off the factory climate control. So you've got your temperature settings, your fan settings, all that sort of stuff. So
it's like it was meant to be.
Exactly right. So no, very, very happy with it all.
No, man. Thank you, Mitch. You've done a stellar job as always.
No worries, bro.
All right, man. Cheers, guys. So that's it for now. We're about to load it, get it back on the road, get back to Adelaide so we can finish this thing. We've got 2 weeks. So yeah, stop talking, keep going. Cheers, guys. Alrighty, so following on from that video, this is essentially where we are at with the car now. As you can see, it's actually sort of really well, nearly finished, and it is nearly finished. Obviously the engine's in, all the wiring. We haven't touched any of the wiring sort of stuff after Mitch, because you know he did such a good job. We haven't needed to. The radiators in there, the aircon condensers in there now, all the receiver drive for the aircon compressors done, all the plumbing's done, that's all finished. Power steering, alternator, everything is done. Like it's ready to rock. Exhaust is all there. We haven't finished from the cats yet. That's basically the last job that we need to do. So yeah, look, everything is done. The wiring is done. We've had the radio, we've gone through the radio. We've got that massive subwoofer all up and running again now. We've got music coming out of it. Interior wise, it's really just a final couple of bits and pieces left to go. There's that wanky audio. We've just got that vent up there to put in, a panel to here for the shifter to go on yet, and bolt all this stuff here back on. Give the interior a clean, a wash and a vacuum and a tidy up, and a couple of little switches we've got to find, and just little shit and glamour pieces. In the back, there's Barney. Yeah, all the amps and subs and wiring and all that sort of stuff's all sorted now. All the brakes are done, they've all bled, fluided, everything. I mean, it's all close. The dash is in there, that all lights up, that all works. The fans work. Haven't tested the aircon obviously because we haven't had the car running yet. We've got a battery in there, which basically connect power, and you know, we can pretty well kick it in the guts. It's got fresh fuel in it, but we could fire it up now. It's just not ideal because we don't have the O2 sensor connected to it, so we don't want to, you know, send everything into spits and farts and let it do crap it shouldn't. But otherwise, yeah, look, it's probably a day away from us just doing those final last little bits and pieces. Yeah, and then sending it down for an exhaust, and it come back and it should be pretty well good to drive. I mean, the old Rebel LS now is an older product, but you know, this is one of the early ones. So that's done and dusted. It still looks great, and I'm looking forward to kicking this thing into the guts and understanding that product a little bit better. But yeah, so look, otherwise, guys, it is a short video, this one. I don't know when we're going to get it to exhaust, but this week, so today is like the 3rd of June. But this week, or by the end of this week, we will have the car buttoned up other than exhaust, I think. I'm quietly confident that we should be able to do that. We should be able to get the bonnet back on. We've got to take off all of this section here. It's got to come back off so we can put the bonnet on, and there's some shims and it's bloody ugly and difficult, but we'll take that off, get the bonnet back on, make sure that all works again, and put it all back together, and that's done. And then yeah, literally it's exhaust and fire it up and see what happens from there. The Rebel LS will learn itself. We still may give it to Adam at MPW yet for a you know, a fine tune and a sort out maybe. We'll see how it goes, I guess. But it'll be interesting to see how it comes and see what happens. But otherwise, yeah, it's really damn close. So yeah, we're looking forward to having it finished. So yeah, so that's sort of where that's at. So over the next week, I reckon we'll get it pretty close, and then I think when it comes back from exhaust, we'll do another video from underneath, and that'll be a wrap-up video, a bit of a drive and the likes. This car will be for sale at the end of it. We weren't, because I was sort of a bit of a fan of the car, but really, you know, we haven't had a lot of interest from the public with the car and the conversion. So yeah, we'll just probably just move it along to its new owner. We've got a new build that we're about to start filming as well. That will be a very, very cool car. It's nothing special, don't get me wrong, but it's something that we can all relate to. Be a bit of fun. We're building this car for the next Hard Ass 1000, which is in October, and yeah, it's cool. It's going to be a bit of a retro build, much like what we did with the Tirana. However, this one will not be for sale. If it does go for sale, it won't be until after we've finished with it, done our events. I don't care. I mean, I don't need to sell this car. I'm not pouring my bloody heart and soul into another build, and I need to sell it again. So it will not be for sale. Don't ask. You probably will, but anyway. Anyway, yeah, so this one's about the Corvette. So yeah, stay tuned. One more video on this one, and yeah, check it out. Follow the build, follow the next build, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment. Please do all of that. Make sure you head to the website, tuffmounts.com.au. Plenty of new stuff up there. Check out the garage sale as well. Lots of new stuff there. And yeah, buy away and merch and all the rest of the gear. And we'll speak to you soon. Cheers, guys.